Okay, so apparently I'm now live. Once again, Red the Hippie back doing the live stream. This time we're rocking the Zephyrfest t shirt. Zephyrfest is an annual event in York, Nebraska that uh, basically it's a benefit show for pediatric cancer patients, and they help raise money for that event. Last year we attended, me and the significant other attended, and we had a blast at it. It was a great lineup of blues and red dirt style music. So that's something. Also, I'm always rocking my Pantera hat because, well, all my other hats are still in storage, which hopefully this weekend we can work on getting them out of there. Set the hats free so then I can start bringing more stuff in. Also, rocking my nerdy ass fairy tale cup, as you can see somewhere. Oh, hey, all right. I gotta slightly move this one over. All right, we got multiple. I've got different screens looking at different comments to see where stuff is gonna tier to and all that fun shit. Uh, my HR department is obviously not in the room at the moment because he decided he's gonna go wander around somewhere else. So we're live also on YouTube and on the Book of Faces. So I've got both of the cameras set up over this way, so the different angles and everything, all fine and dandy. We're also going to be talking about upcoming shows and events this weekend and in the near future. And I've got water because I'm a responsible adult-ish kind of person. So as I'm doing the multiple streams, I've got, see, this one's already set up. We've got, an ass load of upcoming shows and events. And hang on, I'm slightly getting distracted by my significant other. She's looking for something. I'm gonna get my ass kicked if she sees this. So we'll just go with that. And remember, she chose me, and I chose her. But I think she more tries to figure out why she chose me because, well, but that's not the point. The point is the upcoming shows, like for instance, oh yeah, of course that's not going to work. June 14th, big one for Hourglass with Goat Sayer, Galdar, and Ghost Orchids. That's going to be down in Barleycorns in Wichita, Kansas. Hourglass is awesome. I've not seen them after they had the few lineup changes. I want to see Ghost Orchids at some point in time coming up, and Galdar is fucking awesome. I've had the privilege of seeing them perform at Freya Fest about a year ago, and for their vocalist being this little bitty tiny thing, she's very loud and aggressive. But that's a metal band for you. Plus, I know a couple of the other guys in that band, and it's a great band. Ghost Orchids is the former vocalist for Hourglass. So he's got his project. Hourglass has their thing going. That's going to be a good time. I'm also going to be adding all the stuff to my weekly flyer post as well, because obviously I have now a slow connection because this thing is a pain in the ass. So we've got all kinds of different things going on. We're going to talk about different things. I don't know what all we're going to talk about. Probably about my inability to control myself at work while posting on social media, but that's not the point. The point is doing the Battle of the Bands and changing it up a little bit this week to see where different things were. I figured usually I'm doing like metal bands or rappers and hard rock bands. I wanted to throw out some country ones, and apparently everybody was wanting to see a David Allan Coe one. So the only one I could think of with David Allan Coe was, shit, who did I put him with? Waylon Jennings. But then everybody was talking about his kid, and I think my girlfriend's seen his kid perform and had a blast watching him. So I hear it's a good thing. He's a good performer as well. Let's see what else we got going on. Obviously, I still am down to we're down to still only the one vehicle. Trying to figure that situation out. So since I can't go out and support the shows, I'm going to do everything I can to talk about the shows to help bring the support to them and bring attention and awareness and all that fun stuff. Uh, because, well, I could also do like interviews online and do the reaction review videos, which I've got a couple more that I've got to get posted for the next couple days. I've got a whole list of ones from the post that I did of people asking me to do some reaction review videos. So we're going to be shooting more of them here in the very, very near future because fuck, I forgot how much fun I had doing that with checking out new ones. I did recently do the King ISO one for his brand new song Beatbox, and hearing him do the shout out to Strawstone was really cool because not very often do you hear an artist give a shout out to somebody that you've actually met and know, which is really cool if you think about it. Because, I mean, rappers do shout outs in songs all the time, and just being able to obviously hear Strawstone with Nice Enough Entertainment, that dude does a ton for the. He's actually, I think, out this weekend with ISO, Snake Lucy, Tabo the Truth, DJ Doc, and they're on the more group therapy tour right now. There's other acts going on as well with them, but those are the four that I can remember because it's not the nicest thing, but I've met them and I recognize them and I interact with them on social media quite a bit, and they've responded back to some of the stuff. So those guys are obviously going to get the shout out. DJ Doc's cool as hell. Tabo the Truth, great dude. Snake Lucy. If you want a rapper who is a metalhead and who has designed his stuff as metal logos and has metal beats behind him, that's a really cool guy to check out. Check out some Snake Lucy. Obviously, I've got to figure out where I'm going to put this cup at. I've got a small desk with a lot of shit on it. I've got phone here, camera here, computer here, or laptop here, light ring here, microphone stand over here. Oh shit, microphone stand over here. I mean, I got stuff everywhere. So, but there is some events going on in Grand Island, which is luckily close enough to where I live that I might be able to sneak away. I haven't quite determined if I'm going to be going to any events or just going to be staying at home playing video games and editing stuff, because it's what I do. I work and then come home, be dad and bonus parent and boyfriend or husband, whatever, close enough, same thing. And then we go into doing all this stuff. Like I literally spent 2 days editing a 5-hour freaking video game stream. Not because there's a ton of content or videos to it, because it takes so goddamn long to actually edit the video and make it to where it is on the computer. And obviously I've got so much stuff on my computer because I just edited a whole bunch of photos and dumped them on here. Going through photos, I've got a couple competitions that I want to enter some in. I'm working on setting up a website so I can try to get some clientele for senior pictures. So if you need some senior pictures or know anybody in the Grand Island Hastings and can possibly travel area that needs some senior pictures taken, don't hit me up. I've got some prices set up for amount of photos and everything like that. I've been working on those things. And even though I am at work, I am still working on all the stuff that I have going on with this, because this is what I classify as my fun job. And my normal job doesn't like when I say, this is a fun job. Because I get to talk to people, I get to meet bands, I get to go to concerts, I get to hang out with my friends, I can drink, I can do drugs. I mean, how much better do you get? Keep in mind, I've been clean for 15 years and I've been sober for a full year now. So it's not like, for me, it's a big thing to be like, oh, I make all the comments regardless. I don't drink. I don't have any want to or real aspiration anymore to drink, because it's not my thing. Because I'm one of those alcoholics where I can't just be like, oh, I'm going to have a drink, which means it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm $80 in debt, and I'm trying to figure out where the fuck my car is parked at, and where the hell I'm at is actually, I think, the prime example of, okay, so I don't know where I'm exactly at. I've had this happen before. So it's not like it's out of the realm of experiences. The last time I went to drink, and that was 2 years before that, I wasn't drinking. And the last time I went to go actually have a drink was my daughter's 21st birthday. And it took me 3 months to get back into the right mindset of not wanting to have a drink after that one drink. But then I also realized that I had to stop anyways, because that night I knew where it was going, because the drink went down pretty fast. And, well, I know where this goes from there. So we will set this down, and we'll do a couple more flyer announcements, because supporting local music, supporting any kind of art form, regardless if it's your local painter, like, because we'll just do this now because the dude's been working on a bunch of stuff. I'll bring this up. Painting by Sean. He did Sam and Dean Winchester for us. We ended up picking it up from him. Paintings by Sean, check him out. I'm always going to give the homies that do the support for me support back, like Young Bex, who just popped on here. Check that dude out. He's dropping some freestyle stuff, which I did make a comment to that it might be a challenge, so you never know. He's doing some beats. I might just freestyle something on the top of my head while I'm at work, on break at work, because I'm responsible and I only shoot the videos while I am on break at work. Because if you shoot the videos while you're at work, you can get in trouble for that. I read all the all the guidelines and the rules, and being kind of a pirate, it's, well, they're not so much rules as they are guidelines. And sometimes you can kind of fudge a little guideline. It doesn't take much, because, well, I've done my fair share of fudging the guidelines. But the other thing is, if you record yourself while doing dumb shit at work and post it on social media, it gives them a reason to fire you. Like all the construction workers, like riding around in the basket of the backhoe and the bobcat and all that shit. Don't do that. You're going to get in trouble. Yes, so you get 176,000 likes on social media. But now you dumbass got to go find a job because you got fired because you did something stupid. You recorded it, and now there's proof. See, this is where people get in trouble. Criminals don't record themselves. Like, you're not going to see somebody live streaming them doing a bank robbery. I mean, that makes no damn sense. Who would want to live stream a bank robbery? Like, oh, we're out here next to the bank, whatever, and we're getting ready to go in. See, you better pull over the ski mask and go in and rob the thing. Yeah, no criminal's going to do that because that makes absolutely no fucking sense. Why would somebody do that? So, yeah, if you're recording yourself doing dumb shit and you get fired because of your own actions, that's your own dumb ass fault. So, speaking of the next concert, we have concert in Wright Park, June 13th from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. There's music, food, fun, and beer with Joey Dean, Black Cat J, Vegan Shark, Sage, and God, their logo is hard. Maybe that's Cage. Cage and something, and Thunderbird Hotel down in Dodge City, Kansas. Dodge City's actually been popping really good for the music scene down there. For a while there, they didn't have a whole lot of stuff going on, but with the help of that community down there, Hugo from Ether, Thunderbird Hotel, and the other 47 bands that he's in has really helped bring the music community down there and has really been building it up. So if there's people down in the Dodge City area, like Dodge City, Garden City area, Kansas, hit up Hugo from Ether or Thunderbird Hotel, or like I said, the other 47 bands. He's probably going to be mad. He probably won't be mad that I'm giving him a shout out for seeing the awesome work that he's doing down there. And if you're a band and you want to play down in that area, like I said, it has a great music scene that he's really worked on building up. So hit him up. I mean, what's the worst that he's going to say? We don't have anything coming up, but we'll keep you in mind for the next event. I've never seen anybody like, no, how dare you contact me about wanting to be on one of my shows that's coming up. I've never once seen a band do that. And if they do, they're kind of douchey, and you probably shouldn't want to deal with them. Just my take on it. Just my take on. Oh shit! Nope, don't want to reply to that one. Yeah, leave page. Yeah, okay. Uh, the hell? Oh, that's the Love Like War. That was last weekend. We got Stereo, Ontario, America Nah, Black Cat J, and the Cups Saturday, the 14th at 9 p.m. 21 and up. That I'm best guessing is probably plastered somewhere down in Wichita. Oh, it's live at Kirby's, of course. Kirby's Beer Store. The one place in Wichita that I really want to get to, and I want to get down there to catch a show. But for me, being the history kind of dude that I am, when I go into a music venue that's been around for fucking ever, like Kirby's Beer Store has, it's definitely one of those venues that I just want to, I hope and I pray that if I get down there, I can get a hold of somebody who owns it and I can get in early when there's no people and just photograph the piss out of the place. Because for me, that's interesting and fun because, well, I like his, like when I literally went to the Stiefel Theater in Salina, I was walking around backstage taking pictures like Willie Nelson stuff, BB King, all these OG people. And I was in an area that most normally they don't allow people like me in. But I got the all access pass because I was covering Sunset Sinners and Emmett DeWitt and crap. I just posted a video for him. I can't remember the other one's name. Where's my little, my booklet's buried over there. But being able to get backstage in a place like that for a guy like me and knowing the history there, I was having a fucking blast just walking around and catching different things. Why am I leaving pages? Also, we have the Zeus Rebel Waters, J Bread, the Rebel Gumbo Tour, showcasing all genres of music with special guests from Stack X7, DBM, Oliver Jr., Bambia, Comp the Great, Upset, and Kristen with a K. Keep in mind, Kristen with a K. Also, we have Leviacus, Drama the Artist, Jay Lively, Lady KY. Oh, God. I want to know more about that person. LOD, Brendan's Faded, KG Boog, Faro Gee, Numi Adore, and Fat Kells. So there's that one going on, and that is at the Storm. I need a drink. That one's at the Storm Cellar in Lincoln, Nebraska, 3233 South 13th Street in Lincoln, Nebraska. Ticket info, you can see the flyer tomorrow. I'll be getting that posted and all that fun stuff then. So yeah, we're just gonna kind of rabble. Maybe doing this all of a sudden was not the smartest idea, but so far we've been running on this for 19 minutes or so, so we're getting up there. Also, if you haven't checked out the YouTube channel, I greatly appreciate it if you do. Make sure you like, subscribe, do all that fun shit, because there are, oh God, I've been posting videos on there. Granted, lately a lot of the stuff is reels because I haven't gotten all the other stuff edited, but I'm like 1,400 videos on there and reels. I got some toy unboxings that I'm going to be working on editing. I just got a 6-hour video from Assassin's Creed Valhalla that I'm tearing apart to make reels for and doing shorts and all that stuff. I've got a reaction review video for Audacious coming out tomorrow. I've got one for Bone Thugs and Harmony that I did for their new song "Aw Shit," because dude, Bone Thugs is one of my all-time favorite bands. Like top, I can't do top 5 because they kind of bounce around, but like definitely a top 10 band. I can do a top. I can solidly say that they're top 10. I haven't actually really sat down and done a top 5, but we might just have to do a top 10 list tomorrow while I'm at work and being a productive member of the team. But I am going to do my own thing because I am I. Plus, I'm not a very good team player. I'm not making $37 million to shoot a fucking 3-throw or making $40,000 to brick 400 fucking times in a game and make 4 points. And people are betting that I missed my first shot and are winning big money on it. Yes, we all know who I'm talking about. We've all seen the memes on Facebook. It is fucking hilarious. And it's probably the best thing for the WNBA for them to actually have some kind of heated rivalry because, most people didn't even know there was a WNBA. I did watch the first game of the WNBA when it originally came out with Lisa Leslie and Cheryl Swoops playing. It was like the LA Sparks and I don't know who the fuck else it was. But I remember it was a big thing, and it was the first WNBA game, so I figured I was in Kansas City, I had nothing else better to do, so I was watching it. Everybody else was napping. I'm going to have to refill my water cup. But, yes, and we've also got, I've been making all kinds of different posts, like, I know Why Bother has a brand new single that will be coming out soon. I did see the post, so I know that's coming out. Chasing Supernovas got material in the works. Unfortunately, Facebook wasn't letting him share the link, so Lindsay sent me the link instead, so I've got the link to it. The picture for it's fucking hilarious. It's all Minecraft stuff. So if you want to see a Minecraft picture, go check out Chasing Supernova's newer song. I have to dig in here and figure out where it's at. But yes, I'm let's see. Fuck you, you stupid computer. It keeps asking me if I want to get away from this previous page. Also coming up, we're going to be starting to do more online interviews. So if bands want to do an online interview, I basically just do them through Facebook Messenger. I record the thing. We chit chat for about 30 minutes to an hour, somewhere in there, maybe a little bit longer, just see where the conversation goes. And I'm going to start doing some more of those. So if you know a band that wants to do an online interview because I can't get to venues right now, hit me up, send me a message. We'll work something out. We'll set up a time. Please let me know what time zone you're in, because I've ran into that problem a few times that we don't always know what fucking time zone everybody's in. Because, well, obviously we're all over the place. And sometimes I had one band wanted me to do one, and they're in Australia, and I was trying to figure out the time difference. It's like a 12-hour time video, or so basically at like their 9 o'clock at night is our 3 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, that was overly fun. Did not end up getting that one done. Also, Reanimated Customs has their event coming up with KKOA on the weekend of June 26th is the Downshift and Chill. Multiple bands. This year it's going for DVAC. Is their benefit, or who their show is benefiting is the DVAC the Salina, Kansas DVAC. They've got 3 or 4 bands. Reanimated Customs. Definitely, if you got a Volkswagen, check them out. I've already determined he's going to have some work for me if we win the lottery. I'm going to have him do a Volkswagen bus, and we're going to put tractor tires and mudden tires on it, so we're going to fuck some shit up. That's if I win the lottery. I won't tell anybody that I win, but if you see me driving around in dumb shit like that, then you know that I obviously hit something. So, but he specializes in all kinds of cars, but his passion is Volkswagens. Fucking weirdo. I can say that because I know he's watching. but he's going to say the same thing about me as being a fucking weirdo. So, but yes, if you're in Salina, Kansas and you need work, hit up Reanimated Customs. I will always give those guys a shout out because they have done nothing but help me every time it seems like my vehicle blows up the weekend that we go down there. Also, huge shout out to his wife not smothering him in his sleep. And their wedding anniversary is this weekend sometime. So congratulations on that one. Hey, why not? Also, oh yeah, there's a river festival going on this weekend in Salina, Kansas, and Love Like War's playing at it, which is awesome. I was in a band, Swept Aside, about 15 years ago, give or take in there. And we tried getting on the River Festival, and they said that we were too loud and we wouldn't be able to play the River Festival. So after that point in time, I've been to one River Festival in 15 years. And my biggest thing is fuck the festival jam. I'm still going to be bitter about that, and that's about the only negative thing I will ever say about the place. But seeing Love Like War and seeing Kindred and seeing some of these other bands being able to make it where we weren't able to, but we were an aggressive metal band, and I refused to censor any of my language in the song. And once they figured out certain parts of it, they wanted us to not play those songs. That would be the one I would play because, well, it's how I am. But yeah, I haven't been to the River Festival in 15 years, but seeing bands that are in the metal community making the River Festival is an awesome ability, because the other big thing why they said it was a music festival, if you're going to claim a music festival, then make sure you have all music genres on it, not just the ones your old ass wants. Yes, I'm still slightly bitter after 15 years, but that's okay because I'm perfectly fine with it. But I will give Love Like War, Kindred, and Breakpoint Method. They were able to play on the festival jams, but I hope Chewy plays one of those songs that says fucking it 15 times. I can hope. I can pray. I don't think he will. But I would, because that's the type of person I am. Some things will never change. This one is Bad Bad Men, $1 Million Veins, and Titus Groaners. Saturday, June 14th. Where? Oh, there it is. It's at the Reverb Lounge at 6121 Military Avenue in Omaha, Nebraska. Yes, I'm turning my head because I have to read this flyer. It's all kind of wonky. So let's see. We got that one. We got this weekend also for $20 a ticket. We have Psycho Stick with Texas Toaster, Chainsaw Massacre, Hatricide, Rival Within, and Evil Shadows are going to be rocking the Bourbon Club, or the Bourbon Theater in Lincoln, Nebraska. So if you're in the Lincoln area, for $20, you can see Psycho Stick, Texas Toast, Chainsaw Massacre, Hatricide, and Rivals Within, and my buddies in Evil Shadow. Even though their bass player thinks that they sound better on mute, I call bullshit. I want to hear Evil Shadows as loud as fucking possible over every loudspeaker you can, because they're awesome. Plus, they like to change it up and throw some curveballs in there that you didn't see coming. And the funny thing is, our vocalist tuned in when I was actually going on and talking about their show. So that's actually fucking funny that somehow that managed on happening. He must have felt a presence in the force and was like, "Oh, he's talking about me. I better tune in. Holy shit, he's on live." All right. There's a Sith Lord punk rock force fuckery going on there. Wait, hang on. That didn't sound very good. Oh, well. It's all part of the show. It's all an act. Let's see. I'm kind of keeping track of time. We're kind of... also, make sure you check out KZUM 89.3 FM, or 89.3 FM KZUM, or KZUM.org. Dude, John is a fucking beast on... Yeah, I figured that. John is a fucking beast on what he does for the local music community. He does 3 yearly shows where he has all different local bands on it, like T-Home, the Mary Ellen Carter, Grave Key, the Clincher, and Pasty Ginny, which those guys have been bringing up a bunch of stuff. I've seen Grave Key a couple times. Sonny B, hell of a guitar player, has been rocking with Grave Key lately. Let's see, what else do we got on here? What else? Oh yeah. I'm gonna do a little Macho Man. Oh yeah. We have the T-Bars Rally Club presents Jalen Johnson with Love Like War. Imagine. This is Imagine's only show so far this year. So if you're in the Manhattan area at Ogden, Kansas, yes, the middle of fucking nowhere, Ogden, Kansas, and Sin and Scar are all going to be playing that event. I've been to this one like 4 years ago. I ended up catching this show. It's a cool rally. They got biker club or biker things, bike washes. You can buy stuff for your bikes. You can buy knives. And they got live music and food. Food is important. If you have an outdoor festival, food is very, very important. You have to eat the foods. Because if you don't eat the foods, then you get hungry and cranky. And you're not right when you're hungry and cranky. You need a fucking Snickers bar. Let's see. God damn it. This thing keeps saying leave the page, leave the page, leave the page. Monday, June 16th at Barley Corns in Wichita, Kansas. Green Jelly with this day forward. From this day forward, something this day forward. Waking the Sleeper, Odds Against, the Haters Coalition, DSR, and Sin and Scar. The Good, the Bad, and the Jelly is the tour that they are on. So, no, I'm not booking at booking.com. I don't have any money to go booking anywhere. My vacation will last about 8 minutes. I'll walk outside, walk around the block, and be like, all right, I'm broke. I didn't even do anything. I'm just broke now. But yeah, that's going to be a great show. Odds Against is a fucking beast of a band. The Haters Coalition. I've seen some stuff from them. Sin and Scar is awesome. DSR I've interviewed, and Waking the Sleeper I've seen twice, and I'm not going to ruin it for anybody. If you haven't seen them, go check out Waking the Sleeper. They have something in their set that is any 90s kid and early 2000s kid is very nostalgic, and it is going to throw people for a loop. So huge shout out to Waking the Sleeper. They did I've been talking with them lately. I did some photos for them. That was a cool thing. First band that I was able to do that for. Let's see. What else we got? Grave Huffer is all over the place. They've got all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I'm trying to talk about as many of these as I can. Like, Why Bother, Less Fortunate, I'm getting pissed off at my damn computer. Why Bother, The Less Fortunate, Last Hope at Eden, and Curb Check Saturday, June 28th, down at TJ Leland's in downtown Pittsburgh, Kansas, down in the middle of nowhere corner by Oklahoma. Yeah. Oh, yeah, this is a big one going on. So tomorrow at Barley's Corns is the first Jason featuring Ari Lehman, the original Jason Voorhees from like the early stuff, with Odds Against Parthenon and with special guests Odds Against Kansas Hardcore, which I got had and seen them a couple times, and Parthenon, which those guys are fucking vicious. But this is going to be a hell of a night. Covers 25. It's Friday the 13th, and you've got Jason Voorhees the original actor who did all the stuff for Jason Voorhees, Matt Bueller, has been doing a hell of a job on stuff. And tonight at the Hideout, there is trivia, puzzles, and more with Ari Lehman. Or Lehman. I don't know what freaking time that thing starts, but it's tonight down at the Hideout in Wichita, Kansas. So meet and greet, do that stuff. The Hideout's a really cool fucking bar down there. I've been down there once, and I saw 2 shows, did a bunch of interviews that weekend while I was down there for Freya Fest. So it was definitely a good time. Gotta check out how long I've been yammering for. Because at some point in time, I gotta eat something. The bag of chips is not overly filling in the summer. And when I come home, I decide to get hungry and just eat like a pregnant woman. But I also am drinking like a gallon of water, or a couple gallons of water. And especially with it being hot outside and warming up, it is also around that time where you know it's summer when you feel that one bead of sweat go from the back of your neck all the way down your back and right down your ass crack. When the moment that hits, it is summertime. No questions asked. Everybody knows. That is when it is hot as hell and it's time to drink water. No more vodka at work in the morning. Something about that. They ended up giving us orange juice at work, and I said it tasted funny because there was nothing in it. It was missing a flavor. And they go, why is it? It's not missing a flavor. It's just orange juice. Yeah, but it needs vodka. Why does it need vodka? Because it'd make this place a whole lot better. Make any job better with vodka. But only one. Only one vodka. Because any more than that, you're going to get stupid drunk and be belligerent. And, no wonder they're wondering about how my actions are. I'm kind of belligerent anyways, but that's because I can be. I'm just saying. Just saying. I know where the lines are, and I know where not to cross. Doesn't mean I won't tiptoe that thing. Anybody who has kids know what that tiptoe line thing is, because that's exactly what our kids do. Don't cross that line. They will tiptoe on it. They will not cross that line, but they're going to walk right as next to it as humanly possible. That's when you put a boot in their ass and shoot them with rock salt. Because they're little demons. It's going to at least stun them. It'll get you a chance to get away. Do not shoot your children with rock salt. It is against the rules and against the law and all that fun stuff. And then you'll make whatever paper you're in, and then I'll be like, oh, shit. They'll be like, we heard it on a YouTuber. And then I get canceled, and people tune in for views so they'll actually watch the stuff. But don't do it. It's not a good idea. It is unethical and unresponsible, or something like that. Plus, the girlfriend will tell me that do not shoot the children with rock salt. I don't know. It just, well, yeah. Who knows? Maybe at some point. Okay, so this one's almost dead. Yes, I have 2 of the same one. Wow, I'm doing really good on charging them. Both have 2 little bars of battery life. Not very much. Gonna die soon. Also, I got to figure out how to get like sponsorships and all that stuff, because that's something I'm working for, like sponsor shoots and photo shoots. So if you know anybody who needs some photo, like senior photos are coming up. If you know anybody who needs senior photos done, hit me up. I can travel some. We do have a vehicle that does make it, so I might have to plan a little bit, but I want to start doing more some of those things, because those will pay for my ability to get a new vehicle and be able to make the concerts. Also weddings. I might try weddings too. Who knows? We're just going to try everything, because at some point in time, something's going to hit right, and suddenly I'm going to blow up. Not like blow up. The channel will blow up. All the people will be seeing the videos and checking out these new artists and all that stuff. Or they'll be checking out whatever random shit comes out of my mouth. Who knows? Which is weird, because my HR department is still not in here checking to make sure that My HR department is my 31-pound cat. I'm going to have to take a picture with him and post it and be like, all right, newest member of my group. I have my spell checker over there. She's listening to her audio book. And she says it's not her normal smut book. Right. I walked in the other day and one of her audio books was playing. And she's worried about the shit that comes out of my mouth. These audio books on the shit that they were saying on this one, oh, that was fucking weird. I walked into the room, saw it, and went like, nope, turned around, walked away. Not dealing with it. It was graphic and it was naughty. Naughty, naughty, naughty. But since they outlawed porn, I mean, what else are you supposed to do? Plus, reading is good for you. It helps do ready stuff. I don't know. I am not what you classify as a big reader. Unless I absolutely have to read the stuff. And that's usually like instructions. And almost everything is put together right. I only have like 1 or 2 screws left over. Nothing's fallen and killing a kid yet. So, I mean, must be all right. So, some of those things are all right working. I keep filling my fairy tale cup. Which, I have to try to convince the kids to watch some fairy tale this weekend. And then next weekend, I'm not going to be able to attend any shows either, not because of the vehicle situation, but because my daughter needs her dad to help move. Keep in mind, I've had a few surgeries, I have a weight restriction, and I'm using it. I told her I can only carry shit that is 20 pounds or less. She said she's weighing each box and making sure that the boxes weigh 20 pounds and has a whole stack of shit for me to carry. I think this is bullshit. But at the same point in time, you got to give her credit. I mean, where do you think she learned it? Where do you think her weirdness came from? There's no way you can say her mother. We all know better. There's a bit of weirdness from the mother side, but we all know where the real weirdness gets. I mean, if you saw the photo that I posted earlier about Invader Zim, my kids grew up watching Invader Zim. I watched it with them because I watched it in my late teenage years, and it's fucking hilarious. And it was ahead of its time, and then when they redid that into the something thing that they did a few years back with Invader Zim, dude, they fucked it up. That was not Invader Zim. I don't know. That was like Wish Invader Zim. That was not real Invader Zim. Yes, I'm eating ice. It's good for me. Bad for my teeth. Whatever. Fortunately, I wish there's also another. Where the hell is it? I also found that a lot of people don't like the band Trapped. Oh, hey, that one I could look at. Of course, the day that he is playing, that I thought about going down there with him, none of the bands I wanted to see are playing that night. Huh. Oh, well. And it's Evil Shadows opening. Oh, Psycho Stick. Psycho Stick is at 6:30, so be there at that time. Well, if people get there at 7, well, yeah, don't let them get there. Tell them it starts at 6. Get there at fucking 6 o'clock. Have a line outside. That's the plan. Tell everybody the show starts at 6 o'clock. Find out who we found out. Oh, yeah, well, that's kind of what happens usually with shows and stuff. You find out right before. Yeah, that was a weird thing I noticed about that flyer. It never had a showtime, and it never had a location of where the show actually was. I'm pretty sure P-Wiz is going to be there snapping some photos, so you guys are going to have some badass photos. Because P-Wiz is fucking amazing at photography. If you haven't checked out P-Wiz, you should. You should also check out Fishbone Photography and check out Dirty Boats, because all 3 of them are amazing photographers. I know there's more of them. I just can't name them off the top of my head because unfortunately I have a lot of photography friends, and the great thing like about Daniel Murray or Daniel Murphy is another one. Like Fishbone, I was talking to him about astrophotography, and I went out and I took some shots the other night while everybody else was hanging out and doing whatever they were doing. So I ended up going out and taking photos at night, trying to figure out how to do nighttime photography. Hey, might as well. Got nothing else to do. Yeah, no. We are not getting into political stuff on here. We avoid political stuff like we avoid ex-wives and ex-girlfriends. Yeah, no, it's no. I don't talk political stuff because I don't want to deal with it. I think that there's enough of that already in the world, and I try to bring a joyful light of fuckery to the world and have lighthearted themes and just have fun with life. Oh, here's the big one that I wanted to talk about. It is the Kansas Mammoth Art and Music Fest. Friday, June 20th, Emmett DeWater, Sunset Centers, Reconnection, Aerial Fire and Dance, and Sunny B, late set. Oh, you want to know more about music? Stay tuned to check out my page all the time. I'm always posting music related stuff. I think for me, I've only managed on posting 2 or 3 political posts whatsoever the entire 4 years or 5 years of having this page and doing the YouTube stuff. One of them was I had a picture of Trump and what the hell, whatever her name, Harris, Trump and Harris, and it was both of them approved the message to support local music and was promoting it. I found it funny. The other one was right after the election. I posted a picture of a dumpster fire and said, now back to our regularly scheduled program. And that's about the extent of my political talk. But, yeah, that's, there are so many other people talking about political stuff, and it's all opinionated. And my biggest thing when it comes to politics is if you have people who can have a discussion about politics, and as long as you're on the under the impression that that my opinion is right and correct and your opinion is right and correct, and we can have a conversation, maybe you'll get me to see some things I didn't see, maybe I can get you to see some things that you didn't see. But you got to realize it's all subjective, and it's all based solely on what each individual sees. It's kind of like religion, because I've got family members and kids that are religious. I am not religious, not one bit. I don't know what I really am, but I'm not a religious person. But we have come to the understanding that our beliefs are our beliefs, and that's okay. We can have our own beliefs. It doesn't mean you're right or wrong. And that's my biggest thing of trying to teach the kids that your beliefs are perfectly fine to have. You don't have to match with everyone else's, and you can still live your normal life. But I think a lot of the stuff gets taken out of context. People will edit sound clips to take on their propaganda and get exactly what they want. Like the biggest thing right now that gets so annoying is everything is racist. Okay, you toddler. Philip, you don't count. We know better. But like everybody has to divide things by color. Why does color have to be such an important subject matter? He's a white rapper. He's a black rapper. He's a black pastor. He's a white pastor. He's an Asian pastor. He's a Hispanic pastor. It doesn't matter. We're all the same color. We're all living on one rock. Well, we're not all the same color, but if you look at the origins of everything, we originated in the same place, so we're all technically black. We've just gotten different shades of it, and different cultures have popped up throughout time. And this is TED Talk brought to you. No, this is actually one of the first times I've actually gone on an opinionated thing where I haven't put music first. But it's the biggest problem is everything is trying to divide people, and if you can find a common ground, that's why just kidding. That's because you're a short little fucker. No, but I feel that if I don't like people always defining people by color, I think they need to define it by different things. Like, that guy's an awesome person. That woman's an awesome person. That guy over there is a fucking douchebag. That woman over there is a dirty, rotten twat. Like, give some descriptive words like that. Like, ooh, I know what a douchebag is. Okay, that's where that guy is. Ooh, he's a dickhead. Okay, I know where that is. She's a royal bitch. Ooh, stay away from her. Okay, see, this way we all have same descriptive words where we all know the same things, understand, or the same understanding of everything like that. So yes, this is one of the few times I've gotten away from actual music stuff and kept some opinions. I usually try to keep everything lighthearted. I'm not always opinionated. Some things I just don't give a shit about. Other things I really don't give a shit about. One thing I am opinionated about at work is country music, because for some reason one of my coworkers likes to play the most depressing country music on the planet. So anytime he leaves to go to the bathroom, we go over there and turn down his radio. But I like, even with having an opinion and being opinionated, it is perfectly okay to be opinionated and have an opinion. But as long as you can listen to what other people's opinions are and respect them for their opinions, even if it doesn't agree or align with your opinions, it's okay. Certain opinions and people's belief systems are not okay to have and probably need to be beaten. Like that show that they had, like the kids, what was it? It was kids dancing for like grown men, and they were all hooting and hollering, and it was like the cross-dressing thing or whatever it was. Like, those shows should not be on. Those shows, the people should just be beaten, because that's predatory status and like being a predator and all that stuff. And that's wrong. They're kids. Stop looking at them like that. You're like a 60-year-old man. You should not be looking at children like that. And if you do, you should be click, click, boomed. Or at least have your eyes gouged out with a soft thing of butter. We're going to make it creative. If you're going to inflict pain and do damage to somebody, at least make it creative. Use like soft butter. It's going to be longer. It's going to be more painful. Plus, the butter's going to burn like a motherfucker in your eyeballs. You know how painful that's going to be? Never had butter in my eyes. Does not sound like something I want to add onto my list of things to do anytime soon. But yes, we have actually gotten into an interesting conversation. That was kind of fun. Thank you. Oh, shit, it was Tavo. All right. No, but those are kind of interesting. Yeah, I try to keep as much of the political and the normal status quos out of my thing. I think there's enough people to cover those things, and they are too hoity-toity for my liking, and I don't conform to most of those things. And definitely one thing, like if you want somebody who doesn't conform, this should explain why my thought processes are the way they are. I listen to a lot of George Carlin, Sam Kinison, Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor, not so much Andrew Dice Clay. Wasn't always a big fan of his. Bill Burr, definitely. Bill Burr doesn't give a shit. He's going to say whatever he wants to say, regardless of what people think. And his newest special is fucking hilarious. I laughed so hard, even though I had to start it over twice because people kept coming in and interrupting me, and I had to put stuff in front of the door finally. But it is what it is. But yeah, this has been about an hour, just almost an hour. I've got some more photos I've got to post, some videos I got to get posted for tomorrow. And I think I should probably eat something because I'm actually kind of hungry now because the one Hot Pocket I had earlier is not doing it. But I did clean up my YouTube area, so I have a chair I can move around now. And I got my, ooh, what is that back there? Haha! You see this in my YouTube channel. This is my boo-boo bear, or my boo-boo lion. Because everybody needs a boo-boo lion. Because I got this when I had back surgery, and then the thing stayed with me the entire time while I was sitting in a chair recovering. So I got a boo-boo lion. I also have Glitch Trap from Five Nights at Freddy's. I mean, this area over here is probably the nerdiest area you're going to find. I do have to go get all my other nerdy stuff out. I've got a whole bunch of more toy reaction videos to do and edit and post. And yeah, there's tons of content coming out with even not having vehicles. I also have got a couple interviews set up for a couple upcoming things with being in Norfolk next weekend. I've got an interview set up with one band up there. I've got one set up with Justin with those guys karaoke. Those guys, them guys, something karaoke. But Justin, we're going to end up sitting down and talking for a while with some karaoke stuff. Because he's got some time off, and we've been trying to do an interview for a while. But yeah, if anybody wants to do an online interview, photography stuff, hit me up. But I'm going to go ahead and end this stream on all the social medias and get back to my regularly scheduled shit posting. What's the next show? It might be a little actually, I know for a fact the next show that I'm going to be attending is in Salina, Kansas. It is the Reanimated Customs Downshift and Chill. Those guys karaoke. I was right with those guys. Because them guys is a band from south part of the United States that I've done like a couple reaction review video for. So I've got them guys and those guys. Now you see why I'm easily confusing the guys. What up? Well, we might not be ending it. We might be keeping this going for a little bit. But Reanimated Customs Downshift and Chill is probably going to be the next show that I attend. So let's see. What are a couple other concerts? We got Saturday, June 21st, Constant Revolt, Criminal Neglect, $1 Million Veins, and River City Rejects. That is at the Bourbon Theater in Lincoln on June 21st, 10 days in advance, $12 on the day of the show. But with that, we're going to go ahead and end this stream because now this puts me at almost an hour, and I'm starting to kind of run out of steam here. So I still got another 3 hours before I go get the kid from work. I think he's working tonight. Forgot to tell me he wasn't working last night, so a little bit more housework. Got a couple other things to go do. And thanks, everybody, for tuning in, and we will see you next week or sometime sooner. Who knows? Let's see. In this one.